Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Joe Musgrove. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Puts it away for the out. Here's the lineup for the Reds. These guys can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with his bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of guys squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
2 outs, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And a 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. That's long gone. A gigantic blast. His 9th homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And it is 2-1. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. Swing and a ball popped up. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. And we're back. Starting on the mound in this one, Hunter Green. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Swing and a ball lifted left field, moving under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for errors. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Kicks and deals. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs, base is empty. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still behind by a count of 1-0. New inning getting started, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Number 4. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a 1-2 again. That one just. Just off the outside corner. And now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three-2. To the right side. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jose Trevino. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I'm so glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Reds go down quietly. They're on top 1-0. Back here at Petco Park. And now it's Manny Machado. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
batting fifth, no left field.
At the plate, Jay Bowen. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Foul ball there.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Got him swinging. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. And another ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. The line to kick the pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Padres down in order. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. This is J.J. Bleday. That one not close. And that's ball 3. Swing and a miss as he was late.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that's ball 4. Here's the left fielder, Hector Rodriguez. At the belt and fires. In there at the knees. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. And that's a strike. On the ground, right side. Goes to second for 1. On to first in time. Double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. 2 outs. Late with the swing there. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 1 and the Padres nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Gavin Sheets.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ethan Salas, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball out of that same tunnel. That splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They still trail 1-0. Back here in San Diego, Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Elly De La Cruz. Next pitch is outside. And this one could be extra bases. Suarez around second, headed for third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they take a 2-run lead.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the right fielder. And that one is lifted in the air. Laureano sizing this one up. Nabs it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 3-zip.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner in third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And another ball. 2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering misses. 3-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's Jose Trevino. Here comes a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Lowe over at first with 1 away. And they'll do it again. One, 2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a base hit up the middle. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back singles. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's going to be J.J. Bleday. On the ground. Sneaks through. Base hit. Around third. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Hector Rodriguez, the next to hit for the Reds. The Reds trying to break this one open here in the second game of the series. The pitch. That one finds the zone. Now with a 2. Stays alive.
Where he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam. Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Back to the top of the lineup, Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, 2 down. In the air, right field. Laureano settles under it. He's got it. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Reds 4 and the Padres nothing. Bottom 4, here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
The center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And we're back. Down the number 2 hitter, Key Brian Hayes. In the air, out towards left center. Bowen makes the grab on the run. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitcher hoping for a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Cincinnati, but they're in front 4-0. Back here at Petco Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton is set to get us started. Bottom 5, Manny Machado. In the air, center field. Lede drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The batter.
And the batter now, Jay Bowen.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. And a ball evens the count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The Reds leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
This one in the air. De La Cruz settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it here 4-0. All set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, number 4. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Yu Darvish.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
The 1-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Sizes this one up. Corrals it. 1 down.
The batter, the first baseman,
Nathaniel Lowe, the next to hit for the Reds. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Outside low. Now 3-1. Left field. That one gets down for a hit. And into second with one away. That's a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. Man at second. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Low at second with 2 down. And that is that. Reds leave 1, but they lead it 4-0. Bottom of the 6th, and now the DH, Gavin Sheets.
The designated hitter, Gavin.
The pitch. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. And another ball.
2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And gone! His first homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 4-1.
He wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Laureano comes up to hit.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one lifted to left. Rodriguez pulls it in on the run.
The catcher, number 14.
Here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. And the pitch. Now fly ball to right center. On the move. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Left-hand batter waits. Not close with that one. Now 2 balls and a strike. The Reds leading by 3 here in the second game of the series. Left-hand hitter waits. Just off the inside edge. Fernando Tatis Jr. hitting on deck circle. Swings over the splitter for strike 3. The Padres get one in the inning with a solo blast. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Top of inning number 7. And now Hector Rodriguez.
Hector Rodriguez.
Right-handed reliever. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And there's a ball. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And here it comes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
One down, base is empty. In the air to left center. Bowen has a beat on it, and there's 2 down.
Now back.
Key Brian Hayes will hit next. And he deals.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Two outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Now a screamer into the outfield. Merrill makes the play, and it's out number 3. And 1-2-3 go the Reds as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
First sign of movement in the Reds bullpen. Emilio Pagan appears to be getting loose. Johnson warming up as well. And the right-hander deals. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Tatis waits. Goes down looking.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Second baseman,
Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Hayes drifts towards it. Snags it for the second out.
the third baseman, number 13, Manny
Now Machado up here. The Reds leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Lede makes the catch, inning over. We go to the 8th. Now it's the DH, Eugenio Suarez. Kicks and fires. Up the middle. On to France. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop,
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. One down, base is empty. That one way inside. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2 now. The pitch. Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Now it's the right fielder. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Reds go down quietly, but they lead it 4-1. And we're back. Leading off, Jay Bowen. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a pitch. Into center. And it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Emilio Pagan taking over on the mound.
Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 15.
And now the first baseman, Ty France. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Wouldn't chase that time. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Center field gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Gavin Sheets. And the righty deals. Hits the corner. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. The Padres trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 away.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
So digging in, Ramon Laureano on the ground to third. Gathers and throws to first. And Laureano is retired. That is the inning. 1 left for San Diego, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here in San Diego, and here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. In there at the knees, and it's 1-2. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now a chance for J.J. Bleday in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Low at first, 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. Totally good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Next offering way upstairs. This one lifted in the air, left field. Bowen pulls that one down, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Reds 4 and the Padres 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Sam Moll.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And now it's going to be Ethan Salas. And the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So now back to the top of the order. So the batting order turns over. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Christian Yelich. A runner at first for him, nobody out. The Padres trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. High in the air, out to right. Under it. And there's one down.
The batter, the shortstop,
He's 2 outs away. Fernando Tatis Jr., the next up for the Padres. The Reds trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Checks over to first, back safely. That's inside, and that's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. 2-2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Everything came together for him. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
So first and second with 1 man gone. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Line drive, and it's just foul. That was close. With the tying run at the plate, here in the second game of the series. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Pierce Johnson.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Here's Manny Machado. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, a 3-pitch save. This guy might feel cheated a little bit. Gets in the ball game, wants to show off his arsenal, and really didn't get that opportunity. But I think he'll take it. Whenever you can get that save and do it efficiently, he'll be ready to pitch tomorrow.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati
Mm-hmm.